On this video, I'm going to give you some background on my one-on-one coaching offering so that you can figure out if this is for you or not. So in essence, my whole approach, not only with my own music production and rapid flow, but also what I try to share with others, is finding a very pragmatic, results-oriented way of working in the studio. I really firmly believe that with experience and with best practices and using certain tools the right way, anyone can go from knowing how to use their DAW to getting really professional mixes and really good track ideas down in a matter of 2 to 3 months. And I honestly don't think also that I would need more than, let's say, 4 to 6 coachings with you if you're a beginner to get you to a level where you're able to produce fluidly really quickly using the workflow that I suggest. So some background on where this is coming from through rapid flow. I came to realize that there's a big need for people that love making music but are not sound engineers or are overwhelmed by all the technical aspects of what a studio or a DAW entails. And if you're wondering, do I need all this gear in order to produce quickly the way that I would be suggesting? No. All you need is a laptop, and I would recommend to get 2 controllers. You can start with one, but these days these things have gotten cheap. These are like $90 or something. You can get them used even cheaper than that. So with 1 or 2 of those controllers, you would be in a position to produce much more fluidly than you are probably used to right now. I have been making music now for 25 years. I studied sound engineering at SAE in Amsterdam in the late 90s. So I'm sharing this with you because I have a very broad background in music production. I've made everything from down-tempo lounge music to psytrance and now progressive house. I've worked for festivals, I've worked for labels, I've worked for music shops, I've worked for music equipment manufacturers. I've seen many different aspects of the world of music. And in the end, I really think that if you're doing this next to a full-time job and if you have family or other obligations, the time we have in the studio is so often limited and precious that making the most of it is super key to staying inspired, having fun, and being able to get to a place where you can actually release music on labels or just, finish tracks that you're proud of. If a track takes you 2 months to finish, chances that you will finish decrease extremely, and the whole process becomes unenjoyable, I think. And if you are able to do a track in a day or 2, the idea feels really fresh and alive, and the initial high of making a piece of music will still be there, and the whole process is just much more satisfactory. So as an overview of what I can offer, everything from composition, arrangement, mixing, mastering, but also things like setting up a DAW-less jamming kind of situation, or how to use your controllers to get the most from the workflow that you've made for yourself, or if you're using the rapid flow template, I can show you how to get the most from that. How to listen really critically to the signals that you're working with to know if they're going to work well together, how to set up your monitors and your gear in a way that it sounds great regardless of the room you're in and the ergonomics, what you can do for do-it-yourself affordable acoustics so that your room sounds reasonable to good, even if you can't invest thousands on buying professional materials to isolate or to stop first reflections and trap bass in your studio. I can share also on how to perform music live using your DAW of choice, and also the importance of how you can approach labels and what are best practices to make sure that you have the highest chances of actually getting a release. And maybe to close this video with the last observation is that I myself actually didn't get into doing classes with other people till quite late in my career. I was always messing around in my own studio, listening to, like tutorial videos or YouTube, or reading magazines and books and stuff. And while that has a lot of merit and will definitely also get you where you want to go, doing it with someone who can share some things with you that they've already learned along the way will make your development as an artist, musician, and sound engineer much faster. My goal is to enable you to get to that state in the least amount of classes possible. And everything I share with you has been validated in real world experience in my studio, in other people's studios, things that I've learned, from mastering engineers, feedback people have given me, playing my tracks out on big festival sound systems, mixing music on festivals, you name it. So None of this is some sort of half-baked knowledge I picked up on some YouTube or something. It's really been proven to work, and that's why I'd like to share it with you. I hope this gives you a good idea of what I can offer as a coach in a one-on-one scenario. You can read some testimonials on my website, and whether you need 1 hour or 5 hours, the main point is to get you to where you feel comfortable as a producer as quick as possible. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. You can book a coaching session with me over on rapidflow.shop. All right, I hope you're well. Take it easy. Bye-bye.